Okay, I want to give you all greetings, everyone. It is 1:17 p.m. Thursday, January 13th, 2021. I'm going to give you a quick etymology and language use of the word Kaisil, giving you a backtrack that would make sense to you in terms of the relationship of the word backwards and forwards. Okay, of course, you know Kaisil is the ancient name of my ancient patriarch of the Valice, clan family. Okay, Valice that became Wallace, William Wallace, even to me, Reginald or Wallace. So basically, this is an understanding of the name Kaisil. Okay, I'll give you explanations of Valice already. So Kaisil, once again, Kaisil, because he was the first Holy Roman Emperor, the fact that the word Kaiser is directly derived from the Roman Emperor's title of Caesar, which in turn is derived from the personal name of Julius Caesarius, a branch of the great gens clan Julia, to which Gaius Julius Caesar, the forebearer of the Julio-Claudian dynasty, belonged. Okay, so basically, from Caesar to the hard K, Kaiser to Kaisil. Okay, so once again, it's a very clear connection. Kaiser, Caesar, Kaisil, okay? It is a root word, and once again, here you go. Although the British monarch styled Emperor of India were also called Kaiser-i-Hind in Hindi and Urdu, this word, although ultimately sharing the same Latin origin, is derived from the Turkish Kaiser, not the German Kaiser, okay? So I think you should maybe get a, and there it is, Kaiser Semmel, okay? Kaiser flesh, Kaiser meat, Kaiser sup, Kaiser soup. So once again, it's not a stretch. Caesar, Kaiser, Kaisil. Okay. So once again, it is a clear statement. And also, when you consider that in the most ancient times, as I boast, going back millions of years, there are going to be adjustments to words. And also, his name would more than likely have a blend of Euro-Mediterranean, Semitic, Arabic blend. Kaisil makes basically sense that is how the name would be pronounced. And it is actually still a name that is in usage as well. So once again, Kaisil Valice. And I discussed before the Valice. Veil. I keep saying Valice. Veil and chalice of Ra. Veil, container, chalice, cup, the glorious cup of Ra. Okay? Ra, the sun god. And then Lys, veil, chalice. It's in that root. The last name was given by Zeus and Hera and the goddesses and the gods when they came out through the sun, because we worshipped God as a consuming fire, and the sun was our venerary. And we gave, unlike the Roman emperors that liked to play games with pretending that they ruled the sun, my ancients became rulers because we acknowledged that the sun was the center of all things, and it wasn't about us. And that's why our line has endured, and those did not, because they wanted to make a mockery. The way they would come through the atrium, and it's a famous act where they would time their entrance, and the Roman emperor would time his entrance, no disrespect, and he would play as if he was the one making the sun do what it was doing, which is great. Joshua really did it. It wasn't a trompe-l'oeil. Trompe-l'oeil means trick of the eye. When Joshua said, "Sun, stand still," he meant it, and by God's authority, he spoke with the authority of God, Zeus, Hera, and the goddesses, and the sun did stand still. Okay, when they were fighting and waging a war against the enemies of Israel, okay, in the book of Joshua who took Moses' place as judge and ruler of God's people. So, but when the Roman emperors did it, it was a brilliant move, and it also, because of how they did it, in literally every much way, it made them rulers over the sun, okay, because they take the claim that I put it this way, because of the trompe-l'oeil and because of their authority, it stuck. And it gave them a power, as if they cast a spell that actually became a reality, because of the power of the illusion was too much to deal with the obelisk and all. Okay, if you look into the history of all that was ancient Rome. Okay. So just giving you an overview of the core history of my family. Okay, and of the Valices. Veil rather. I keep saying Valice. I don't even know that. Veil and chalice of Ra. Okay. That's something discussed, if you remember, on Star Trek The Next Generation. They talked about the family of the Troys, of course, which is an ancient city and an empire, a powerful city. Council Troy, they had the chalice of Ra, sacred chalice of Ra, literally a root of our ancient family's birthright, you know. And then also, and then the empath, Council of Troy. These are actually very core values of ancient history and of rulers. Literally, the empathy that led to wisdom and love, not the perverse empathy of the so-called the Nazis, where the empathy was they knew how to feel for someone, but only to take pleasure in their pain because it was at root a disappointing, this deep degree of sadism. Okay, and the suffering victim became an unwilling masochist while they once were not. Extremely sick experiences having to deal with the Nazi. We know the pathology, this is known. So, as I said, there it is, the etymology and language usage of the word. Once again, here you go, Kaiser, Kaisil, Caesar, okay? All in that same core root, okay? Caesar, okay? So, once again, I'm going to give you that root explaining my family's birth, okay?